Hi everyone, this is Tara from the Bride Free Reading Room, and today I'm going to show you how to attend a Zoom meeting or event. So the first thing you're going to want to do is make sure that you have Zoom software on your computer or the Zoom app on your mobile device. You can go to zoom.us to get the software. You can go to your app store to get the app, or you can also click on the meeting event that you were given, and it will prompt you to download the software if you don't already have it. It's good to do this ahead of time. This way everything's downloaded. You make sure that your microphone is working, your webcam, that everything is good to go before the meeting actually starts so you're not scrambling. Once you have everything installed, you can click on join a meeting and enter your meeting ID and password, or you can simply click on the link that you were given. You might get an invitation that looks something like this. It looks like a lot, but all it basically is telling you who's inviting you, what the topic is, when it is. It'll give you your meeting link, your ID and password, and phone numbers if you want to call into the meeting instead of using a computer or mobile device. It's also important to remember to not share these publicly. A lot of events are now password protected or use the waiting room feature in Zoom because people have been joining meetings and have been, to put it simply, not being very kind or appropriate. So to protect meetings, there are now passwords for many of them, so that only the people who are supposed to be in that meeting actually are in that meeting. So if you do have, let's say, a friend who wants to come to your book club and you know who they are, you trust them, you can give them the link. You just want to make sure you do it privately, like not on their Facebook page, but rather in a private message. So once you're ready, you can click on your link. Once you have the software downloaded, it's going to automatically start bringing everything up. It's going to take a second. It's going to connect. And why it's connecting, I'm actually going to show you the waiting room feature, because if you see something like this screen, don't worry. All that means is that the host is waiting to let everyone in from the meeting room to make sure that those are people that are actually supposed to be there. All right, so a lot of times you're going to get this video preview, just a way to make sure, okay, my hair's not sticking up crazy. There's nothing in the background that shouldn't be. And then you can join with video. You can also join without video if you prefer. So we're going to join with video, and I'm just going to show you the basics of actually using Zoom so you know what's going on during the meeting. Down here you have your toolbar. So most people have themselves muted automatically by the host, just so it's not this loud thing when everyone starts. To unmute yourself, you can just click and it'll do that. If the host mutes everyone because they're giving a presentation, you might not be able to unmute yourself. You can also stop video by just clicking on it and it'll be a black screen. The arrows next to this are just different settings, but you don't really have to worry about them too much unless you're trying to use different cameras. But for a basic meeting, you can just click and unclick to mute and unmute yourself and show your video or not. It'll show how many people are in here. You can also have this chat feature, which people can chat. So let's say someone's presenting, but you want to, still kind of share ideas. You can use the chat feature just by clicking and unclicking on it. When there are multiple people, you can change the view so that a gallery view will show all the participants in small blocks, or you can have some people like to just see the presenter. You can just see the presenter on the big screen. You have your settings button. You don't have to worry too much about that. And your full screen. So if you click on this, the video will show up on the entire screen of your computer. You can leave the meeting by clicking down here or the X. And the only other thing that really you want to know is this share button. You can share an application, which would be, let's say, a Word document and just using Word, or you can share your desktop. Now, this is great because if you're trying to help someone with a problem they're having, you can, or if you're having an issue and you want to share it, someone can help you. If you share the application, they can only work on your computer in that application. But if you share the desktop, they have access to your full computer, which if it's a trusted friend and they're really trying to help you remotely, that's fine. But if it's a stranger or someone you don't really know, you don't want to share your desktop with them because then they have access to your computer and they can do whatever they want to. So just be careful when sharing. It can be a great tool, but you don't want to do that with somebody you don't know. So, Zoom's a great tool. You just want to make sure that you are being safe and being smart. So if we want to leave the meeting, we just click that. It's going to make sure it says, are you sure you want to do this? Click leave meeting, and then you're out. So that's the basics of using Zoom. There's a few things you can do, but nothing too crazy. Basically, your video and your microphone are going to be your most important things during most meetings. The other thing to remember is that meetings can be recorded. So if a host is going to record, they will ask you if that's okay. And in the top left corner, it will say recording if the meeting is being recorded. So if you don't want to be recorded, that's important to look at. Or if you do want a copy of the recording, you can always ask the host to share that with you after the event. If you want to know more about how to use Zoom, whether you want to make your own event, more about the different settings and other things you can use with Zoom, you can go to Zoom's Help Center. They have lots of different videos along with some information and screenshots that are very helpful to have. Lynda.com, which you can access with your library card, also has a great tutorial on Zoom that if you want to learn more about is great to do. You can also just contact the library and we'll be happy to help you with a few things if you need any help. If you're not sure what you're doing in Zoom, we're happy to help show you a few pointers if need be. So at the end of the day, just remember that Zoom is a great tool, but like anything on the internet, you just want to be safe. Make sure you do your due diligence and you're only sharing with people that you know, and you just practicing, smart things. Once you do that, you can enjoy Zoom to connect with people, to do different meetings. You can do get-togethers, book clubs. It's a great tool, and I hope you have a fun time getting to see everyone virtually. And if you need anything, contact the library. Have a great day.